Today we're reviewing Cheddar Blasted Crust Pepperoni Rolls from Totino's. It's weird that they don't call it a pizza roll. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Greg East Q. Together with Mr. Happy0121, and today we're reviewing pizza rolls with some funk on them. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great.
I don't know. I hear good things about these. I don't like pizza rolls, so hopefully, I know.
You don't like pizza rolls?
Yeah, out of the 10 bags I buy a week, do you ever see me eat any pizza rolls?
No, I don't. That's weird. Why don't you like pizza rolls?
Well, it's probably good I don't, because as many as you eat, I would never get any.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to put these in an oven. We're not going to nuke them. We're going to give them every chance not to suck. So after we cook these in an oven at 375 degrees for how long? 15 to 16 minutes. We're going to be back and let you know how we feel about them. So they come out of the oven looking way better than any pizza roll has a right to. That's probably why they're not called pizza rolls. You also notice the weird design?
They're ribbed.
For your pleasure. Before we get started, I'm going to say this. I was a little trepidatious. This bag costs like $1 more than a regular bag of pizza rolls, and normally you get twice as many. So right off the bat, I was like, man, this is going to be a scam. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm going to say the presentation.
They smell good.
They smell good. They look good. They were cooked the right amount of time, and not one of them broke open.
Oh, yeah.
With like the guts spilling all over. So it's already way ahead of the game. Let's break into it.
I'm going to go B+, just below an A.
Very well done.
It tastes good. It's spicy. It's like a tasteful kind of spicy. It's not like horribly hot and offensive. It just tastes like a spicy pizza roll. That's about it.
I'm going to go B+ as well. I echo your sentiments. For me, though, a B+ is a major accomplishment because I would give an average Totino's pizza roll a D. I like this one much better. I like the breading. I like the flavor. The overall, everything about it is just much better. It is a little bit more expensive. But you know, when you have some people over and you really want to impress them.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of pizza rolls, go with these because
they will be impressed.
They will be impressed. Yeah. One shout out today. Why? Because it's arbitrary. We never know how many we're going to do. And I'm going to apologize in advance for this shout out because I'm probably going to say it wrong. Shout outs. Shout out to Jaime Chef. Himaysheth. Jaime Chef. Today's Halloween movie selection is going to be one that you guys have probably all forgotten about. Or some of you never knew about. Or in his case, didn't care about. Today's selection, Phantoms. This is a heart-stopping, edge-of-your-seat thriller with a cast of rising stars. Well, that's what happens when you read the back of the box. I would say that Peter O'Toole may be dead at this point, so he's not rising. And Ben Affleck is pretty much risen. And Liev Schreiber's done what he's going to do. So the back of this box is probably no longer relevant. Small town sheriff in Colorado in the mountains of Colorado encounters something that lives in the sewers and eats people.
Oh.
Sounds like a 50s B movie, but it's actually pretty decent. The first time I saw this, I was living in a small isolated town in the mountains of Colorado, and you know what?
What?
They captured it perfectly. Very, very well done. Pretty much everything except Ben Affleck has elements of a movie I wouldn't like. It's based on a novel by Dean Koontz, who I truly hate.
No, you hate Dean Koontz? You don't like pizza rolls? You don't like Dean Koontz? What do you like? Do you like ramen noodles?
I like Stephen King and pizza.
And pizza.
Dean Koontz is the pizza rolls of horror novelist. This may be the only work of fiction he's ever done that I enjoyed.
Wow.
Do not like Dean Koontz. But I like this movie. And of course, this movie is forever immortalized by Jay and Silent Bob. Those of you that know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments below. Those of you that don't, SMH.
SMH.
You get SMH is this. What's this?
Shaking my head in agreement. Nodding in agreement.
NMH. NMH. SMH. NMH. I've never seen anyone do NMH. Have you? You have? SMH. Okay. Before we go, I found something kind of weird trolling around the internet today.
What'd you find?
You know how, like, on Apple products, when you do speak with Siri, you ask a question, she answers?
Yeah.
Do you know that when you do the same thing with Google Voice, Google records your voice and keeps it for all time?
Wouldn't shock me. For all time. That must be like a lot of information.
I know,
to
it's
store.
kept on their servers. And did you know that you can access that information and listen to any question you've ever asked Google?
Really?
I can't because I have my privacy settings correctly. Go to your address bar and type in history.google.com. It's going to bring up a page with your full history of Google, everything you've ever done or will do. No, that would be creepy. Everything you've ever done. Now, this is predicated on the fact that you didn't know about this and haven't done like I have, where you fixed everything. The only history that they keep track of me is the videos that I've watched and searched on YouTube. And you can go through anywhere, anytime you want, and wipe that if you want to for some reason. But it keeps track of where you've been. It keeps track of pages you visited. It keeps track of voice. And this is all in a big old storehouse, just keeping tabs on you.
That's great.
So yeah, you go to history.google.com, up in the left hand. I don't know what the exact thing is called. Some people call it hamburger because it looks like wavy. It's wavy lines. Top left. Find that, click on it, and you'll get your entire history. You can listen to any question you've ever made the mistake of asking Google.
So everything you do through Google is recorded?
Yes, unless you go into history.google.com and change your settings, which I did.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm asking it how to dismember and get rid of a body or something I don't want known. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I don't want anyone knowing that I want to know when Joe Jonas was born. That's the things that I'm worried about. I don't want anyone knowing that I asked those kind of questions. It's nobody's business that I'm interested in when Joe Jonas was born. That's the most random pull I could come up with.
I don't even know who Joe Jonas is. Like
the Jonas Brothers?
Oh, that's what I thought, but I was like, there's no way he's looking that up.
Exactly. That's why I don't want you to see my Google search history, because that's between me and Joe Jonas.
That's right. And Google.
And Google. There were 3 Jonas Brothers, and Joe Jonas is the only one. Nick. Joe and Nick. There was a 3rd Jonas brother. Am I right? Was there 3 Jonas Brothers?
There was.
What was the 3rd one's name? When we're done here, I'm going to Google that up, and then no one will ever know I Googled it because my settings are correct. Not only can Google keep up with your voice, but they also keep track of everywhere you've ever logged into Google from.
Really?
And you can't fix that. Now, on the settings, you can make it where that doesn't appear, but they say in fine print, we still keep track of everywhere you've ever logged in.
I wonder what they do with all that information. They just let it sit there? You think they review it?
When put together with everyone else, they can see trends. There's an amazing amount of things you can do with that information, and it all boils down to making money off of it.
Oh.
Yeah. And not to mention, I don't care what anybody says, there's going to come a day where law enforcement, whoever, can access your information to see where you've been and what you've been doing.
Oh, on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is weird. That's kind of...
The guy that was the tight end for the Patriots that's in prison now for murder, which he should well be, was a good example. They were able to pinpoint using cameras in buildings, like, because every storefront has a camera, and pings on his phone that they could track him going to the exact location in a desolate area where he murdered a guy, and when he was there at the time of the murder, and that he went home and what he did when he went home. So it's getting any more where if you want to do dirt, rule number 1, leave your phone at home.
Yeah, just don't involve technology at all.
Yeah, just go without the phone.
Don't search anything.
Don't search anything. If you got to search anything to do dirt, go to a library, kids.
Or have someone buy a book for you to research.
Have someone buy you a book. But yeah, digital footprint anymore, man. And like I said, I don't care what they say. Somebody's gonna find it and use it against you somehow.
I don't know. It just feels like all that it gets lost in a sea of information. You know.
You think now, but say because people just look up weird things. It's just what you do on the internet.
Right.
If you look up something weird, you personally say today, then 20 years from now, you're on trial for something that you didn't do, a murder or something. There may come a day that all of your weird searches can be used against you for the totality of your life. And people that say that could never happen, You're crazy. Why wouldn't it happen?
That's a good point. And a lot of that time when you're searching something weird, it's like comes out of curiosity, not like any intent to do anything bad, you know? It's like, oh, I would love to learn about this and not do anything with the information, but it's still interesting.
I spent 3 hours last night Googling weird Elvis videos. Now, I know that has nothing to do with anything, but it just came into my mind to do it. And so I did it. You never know what's going to come into your mind that could be used against you later if somebody's keeping track of what you search. Speaking of weird Elvis videos, we'll put a link below.
Oh.
At the 102 of this video, and it has not been digitally altered. It just hasn't. It's just a video I ran across online. Elvis's face, literally, he turns into Beetlejuice, for those of you that knows who that is. Like, one side of his face explodes for about 2 seconds. His eye bulges out of his head.
It's at 1 minute and 2.
Yeah, his face goes, and then afterwards, it looks like part of his face falls over, like he's had a stroke. And then his men rush in and start patting him on the face. It's the weirdest thing. And if you watch the rest, there's no distortion around him. There's nobody else's distorted to indicate that the video has been messed with. There's no jump cut. There's nothing. And this is just a random piece of video put on the internet. Wasn't it even, like, mentioned in the description. It was just Elvis backstage in 1977. His face falls off.
A little Indian girl gives him a medal.
A little Indian girl gives him a medal of life or something. And then when he gets the medal, his face explodes. It's like they put an Indian curse on him. So in the description below is this weird video. At 102, you can find it. So I did more research later, and then I found out that, of course, other people have seen this video and found it.
Oh, well.
And Elvis is a reptilian shapeshifter, and that's the point where his face fell off or something.
I saw a video. It was the same type of video, but it was like Larry King.
Yeah?
And they were... While describing it, they had like words on the screen, and it showed like a slow-mo footage of him going like this, like... He just accidentally did that in an interview, and they like slowed it down.
So now he's a reptile?
Yeah, and he looks all old, and yeah.
Watch out. The reptilian have come.
That's right.
You know, here's one thing you guys should know, those of you that aren't like 90. Old people do this a lot. I don't know if they're just checking to see if the tongue's still there, or they're trying to wet their lips.
And I thought when snakes do that, it's like their tongue is like they use it to smell or to hear or something.
That's where your knowledge is.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was just giving him a hard time before this video started that he has not enough pop culture knowledge.
Yeah.
So you use it for actual knowledge.
Yeah, like snakes.
I don't know anything about snakes smelling with their tongue, but I can tell you about phantoms. And at the end of the day, I'm more likely to encounter Ben Affleck than I am a snake.
What? Okay.
Yeah, just go with it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Unless Ben Affleck is reptilian. That's how he gets all those roles. Yeah. Anyway, that's all we've got for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll put that video link down below if you want to see Elvis's face melt off. It's disturbing. It disturbed me. It bothered me for a long time. I kept going back, and his face collapses at some point.
Yeah, it was weird.
The eyeball goes, and then his face like droops, and it's like he had a mini stroke.
Maybe he did.
That's what 3 a.m. Ian K from Pete This Out Reviews made the mistake of talking to me. I'm like, Ian, look at this. So I send him a screen grab of Elvis's face blown up. Then I send him the video. He's like, this guy up at 3 a.m. looking at Elvis's face blown off.
What else are you going to do at 3 a.m.?
I know one thing Ian won't be doing, talking to me anytime again at 3 a.m. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on all social media that counts. Mr. Happy 0121. That's a 0, not an O, even though we call ourselves Mr. Happy 0121. Stay vigilant. Watch out for the reptilians.